21, 22, 23.
Hi, Nadia. How's it going?
Not good. 30. 30 deluxe bathing crystals. You know how many I had when I started today? 30. So you figure out how it's going.
So, business is bad, huh?
Business is bad, yeah.
Where is everybody?
You tell me and I'll set up shop there.
Maybe everybody's at Passover.
Well, yeah, maybe. But they usually pass by here on the way.
Maybe they're all well.
Yeah, then they went limping off for some exercise. You know, maybe you better sit down and let me tell you what happened. Instead of maybe things that didn't happen at all. 35. 35 Bethesda bomb bubbles, large size. I had 34 this morning. Man brought one back, said he saw what happened here yesterday and decided he didn't need the bubbles.
What happened?
Same thing that always happens at first. Cutler set up his booth. All white and medical looking. A sign overhead, healing assistance hired here. With the weekend special banner flying overhead.
Same as always.
Rhonda set up her booth with the little angel clipping sketches clipped to the counter. Got a man in Emmaus doing for her. He's never been here, and he's never seen the angel. But Rhonda told him all about it. So she set up her booth.
Same as always.
And the people start coming. Stretchers heavy with hurting people. Dignitaries carried in hammocks or in large processions. One of them bought 3 bottles of the bathing crystals, and I thought it was going to be a good day.
Same as always.
People calling out to other people, drivers yelling directions back and forth, old Reynolds checking his reservation book for spots on the balcony, and getting a healthy bribe for anyone who didn't reserve space.
Same as always.
The beggars and the thieves, rabble, dragging themselves in from wherever rabble live. I hate to see them come. I mean, they're not hurting any more than the rest of them, but they always look like help wouldn't do them any good.
I can see it from the way you're telling it. Same as always.
Wait till I tell you what made the big difference. So I'm there, right? And I'm calling out my wares. High quality bottled water, fresh from the angel's touch. And Rhonda, she's ringing her bell under her awning. Pictures of the angel, get 'em here while supplies last. And Cutler, he's over there, he's beating on a stretcher. And he's looking helpful when anyone looks his way. Because he's got 20 healing assistants running for him.
Same as...
Not this time. So I saw this man, right, and he had these group of people with him, and he was walking through the crowd. They didn't look rich, and I thought they were merchants. But they didn't pay attention to any of our wares. At least their leader didn't. He walked through the crowd in a hurry. All his men were trying to catch up with him, and when they passed by my booth, I heard one of them say, "Hey, Andrew, tell him to slow down." And then somebody up ahead said, "I will, as soon as I catch him." And then they laughed. It's the only sound we'd never heard around here before. The intention to the laughter kind of opened up a path for him. Rhonda called over to me, hey, I heard someone say that's Jesus." And then I heard it. It was like a murmuring. Voices like a chorus. It's Jesus, it's Jesus. I looked back at Rhonda, and 2 men were peering out from behind her booth. They must have peeked out when they heard the crowd. They were staring at Jesus so intensely, it was like they were memorizing him.
Were they with the group with Jesus?
No, the group with Jesus were hurrying up the levels after him. Jesus got to the 3rd balcony, and he stopped in front of old Gurney.
That old fella that's been coming here for so long?
Yeah. No one can remember how long he's been coming. Some said when he first started coming, he came bringing a cane and dragging one foot. But now, he begs travelers to carry him pallet and all to the edge of the pool. He's got no servants to help him in. Sometimes he'll pay for one of Cutler's hewing assistants to drag him to the edge of the pool, but they never help you in the water. Anyway, so I'm looking at Jesus and Cutler, and they're talking. And Gurney, he's waggling his head in some long-winded answer. I figure I know what he's saying. I mean, he'll tell it to anyone who will listen. I have no servants to carry me to the edge of the pool.
For 35 years I've been waiting here.
Without help or healing or hope. And then Jesus said something. No, it's more than saying. There's like a command. His hand cut through the air and pointed down at Gurney. It's almost as though he were giving Gurney part of himself, and the whole crowd kind of backed out of their space, almost as if they had been crowded out of it. And then Gurney started to move. First he rolled to his belly. Then he got to his hands and knees. He threw his left arm around one of Jesus' men, all the while looking at Jesus. He started shuffling his feet a few times. Gurney stood up. Nobody breathed. Nobody moved. Gurney's arms were hanging him off him like wet palm trees. And then, okay, now get this, right? He turns and looks at his pellet. It's like a sad moment, like he's saying goodbye to an old friend. And then he stoops down and starts rolling it up, good and tight. Lifts it above his head and laughs. Yeah, laughs, deep, rich, rolling laughter. We all start clapping like Gurney does something miraculous. He started waving the banner around, dancing like a fool. Mark my words, dancing. People started following him, those that could walk. Everyone else was reaching out to Jesus or calling his name. I saw Jesus on the top balcony. He was looking down and he was smiling at old Gurney. Old Gurney, making a fool of himself with his happiness. We were all smiling. Well, except those two men behind Ron's booth. They looked at Gurney, but they didn't smile, and they followed him, but they didn't dance. After that, Jesus walked right past my booth and on into Jerusalem. Most of the crowd followed him. They didn't even wait to see if the angel would come that day. Now the news has spread. A rabbi who heals better than herbs or bubbles or scents or any of our wares.
Oh, okay, so that's why nothing's selling.
Yeah, that's why.
Hey, I've got some oils with some eucalyptus and berry strain. I might have a deal on them.
I got got a deal on everything in my booth.
You want to trade?
No thanks. I'm gonna pack up shop, take the day off.